told you I suck at explaining Ed Sheeran songs.
You make me wanna testify.
Hi guys, so I'm back again with another top 5 video, and this time I'm going to be talking about Ed Sheeran. On my previous videos on Ed Sheeran, I got a lot of controversy. A lot of people were talking about how I wasn't listening to the music, and I think that's just because they weren't used to my reaction, and I wasn't really giving a review. I was kind of just saying the things that I was picking up on or things that are popping in my head. I like to think about things, and a lot of thoughts cross my mind when it comes to listening to music, and I just like to express them and talk about them. So my reaction video to Divide was not well liked amongst most of the Ed Sheeran fans and community, and I get that because he's more of a mainstream artist than some of the other people that I talk about on my channel. I don't know. I loved Divide. I thought it was a beautiful album, and I still listen to it and think more thoughts about it every day and get more connected to it. So today we're going to be talking about my top 5 Ed Sheeran songs, and this is in my journal. This is my YouTube journal where I just put down a bunch of thoughts, and this one doesn't have that many notes because I think a lot of Ed Sheeran songs are kind of self-explanatory, and they're very diverse, as in you could take it one way and somebody could take it a completely different way, and you don't need to know like the specific meaning. The songs that are on here that did not make it into my top 5 but are still some really good songs that you guys should check out if you haven't listened to yet are Eraser, Happier, New Man, Runaway, and Give Me Love. Those didn't make it onto my top 5, and these are not in numbered order, these are just my top 5. So the first song is Dive off of his newest album, Divide, and I love this song. I like how it's just like, don't call me baby unless you mean it, and it kind of brings a sense of vulnerability. I think it's very soulful. It talks about all of these different emotions, and you can feel a wave of these emotions while listening to the song, and it's kind of overlooked. I think a lot of people label like Happier as like such a relatable, beautiful, slow ballad, which it is, but when you listen to Dive, it's very vulnerable, and I think that a lot of people can listen to it by just getting miscommunication with people and thinking that you're something that you're not to someone, and I just really like it. I think that it's beautiful, I think that it's really well done, and it's very relatable. The next song is probably, if I had to have a #1 favorite by Ed Sheeran, it'd be I'm a Mess. I love this song. I also heard that he wrote the song in the shower, which is... I just always go back to this song. I have always been a fan of this song. I bought Thinking Out Loud on vinyl on Record Store Day a few years ago, and the other side was I'm a Mess, and it was a live version. And I listened to that more than Thinking Out Loud. I love this song. Literally everyone at some point thinks that they're a mess and that their life is a mess, and I think that this song is such a beautiful interpretation of that. It's about a breakup, and it talks about those emotions, but I think that it can easily be put into just describing life in general. And I don't know, I thought it was so catchy. I think that it's really well performed, and it's just one that I always go back to, and I just can always jam to or kind of relax to. I just really enjoy it. There's a bug flying around on my carpet. That's what I've been staring at this whole time. I don't know where it went. Next song is Bloodstream. This is another song that I just always could jam to. I always thought that it was really interesting, but it's actually about Ed Sheeran's story of taking MDMA, yes, at a wedding. And I thought it's so... that made me appreciate the song even more. I mean, I kind of got the gist of it when listening to the song, but to find out that it was based on like a true event and a true story, and let alone that he was on MDMA, and this, like, he could think of all of these things and make a song, like, whoa, that's a little crazy, but like, good crazy, you know? Like, if I did that, I probably wouldn't even be able to tell you what my last name was by the time it was over with. And he wrote a freaking song. I'm not condoning the use of drugs. Please do not. Please do not. But I'm just saying that I thought that it was crazy, and it's a little fun backstory. The bug is back. Anyway, I just love that chorus. I don't know. I just really love that song. I just can really jam to it. I told you I suck at explaining Ed Sheeran songs. The next song is Small Bump off of Plus, and this song I was always very like it made me think. It made me really learn to appreciate life, and it made me really just feel connected. And I remember one time I went on YouTube, and this is what made me even appreciate the song more. And some guy commented talking about how, oh, this isn't about miscarriage, this isn't about this, or he was just like, how can you feel so connected to a dead fetus? And just, he was being very, very disturbing and like disgusting and like hateful towards women who had had a miscarriage. And this woman who had a child and who had also gone through a miscarriage replied, and she talked about how much it, like what she felt and how Ed Sheeran incorporated it into the song and how she really respected it and how it made her feel something because she had gone through this experience, and that he'd done it in a really beautiful way. Naturally, there was far more description to it and explanation, but that was such a long time ago, but that memory is just stuck with me because I just thought of how strong this woman was and how she was thanking Ed Sheeran for writing this song. And just seeing that connection from the listener and the audience to the artist made it even more than what it is. And the song is based on one of his friends going through a miscarriage after she was 5 months in, which is crazy to lose a baby when you're that late along and hopeful and expectant and excited for this life that you're creating. And it's just tragic. Ed Sheeran just made this beautiful song, and it made me feel something to see that there were people who had gone through a situation and were thankful, respectful, and able to connect to it. And the last song that we have is Drunk. His struggle with alcohol and everything that he had gone through, and just him writing all these songs about alcohol, and it was crazy. But I loved the music video. I loved the cat. Weird how people can just really want to drown out their feelings and look towards that. I personally can't say I've experienced that for multiple reasons, but and hopefully I won't turn to alcoholism. But it's I don't know. I just always thought Drunk was just a good vibe, a good jam, and I really loved the music video. I thought that it was kind of funny, and just to see how far Ed Sheeran has come from his first album to what he is now, and to the messages that he's still sending today, and to see how his songs have changed for their little stories and everything and messages is just beautiful, and it just really shows growth. But this is just a song I can always look back to and think about everything that's changed since then. Those are my top 5 Ed Sheeran songs. Let me know what one of your favorites is down below, or if you feel any connection to any of these songs as well. I'd love to hear it. And I'll be back again soon. I love you guys, and peace out, Girl Scouts.